Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are all doing great. So it's been a very long time I didn't post any video. That is because I was engaged in some other thing. But we will post regular videos going forward. So you can expect daily videos, right? So what is happening in terms of Nifty or Banknifty is what we are going to see, and we'll also see how much profit we made this month or today what profit we made. In fact, we are posting in our Telegram group daily, and we'll talk about that later. And today morning, I specifically mentioned that 19,200 to 19,300 is a stiff resistance, and market will touch 19,200 to 19,300, and that is the reason why market will touch 19,200 to 19,300. Now, if you want, you can, and we also mentioned a strategy in our Telegram group, for which the link is on the description below. If you want, you can join the Telegram group, right? Now, in terms of Banknifty, what is happening is we are having, let me take you to the 5-minute chart. This is a 5-minute chart of Nifty, and you can see here that they are on 27th, right? Let me go to 27th. Yeah, this is the 27th. This is 27th. This is 27, and if you can see here, there is a gap formation on 27. Now, today morning, when I mentioned in our Telegram group that this gap is going to be I mentioned a strategy, and I mentioned there is a gap, and there is a gap, and this gap might act as a minor resistance, and that is what has happened today. So if you can see, this gap which was formed on 27th of September is sustaining. Bulls were trying to take the market above 19,700. There was a congestion here, lots of congestion, and this is a 3 p.m. move where lots of put writers were stuck, right? And we also had some strategies in this area, and we were also in a loss. We don't worry, we'll mention the loss. We'll see the losses, how much losses we have made. Not a big loss. If you see on a month-to-month basis, we are in good profit only. Actually, we made a profit of around 4.61% this month alone. So that's a good return in spite of market moving volatile, being very volatile. Now we'll get to the point. I'll change this to a daily chart. Okay. If you see this chart, there is a head and shoulder pattern formation. So what is head and shoulder pattern? This is, let's assume this is the left shoulder. This is the head, which is lifetime high of around 20,200, and this is the stiff support of 19,300 is a very good support, and market may inch towards 19,200, 300. It will eventually go back around this levels of 19,200, then it may come on the downside. Now I'll tell you one simple logic here. If the market has to move on the downside, let's see another example. If you see this one, there is a clear trend formation. See, it is hitting higher high, then higher low, then higher low, then market, then there was a breakout and we went on the higher side. Now, if you invert this chart, or if you see this chart, let's say if the market has to go on the higher side, it has to go like this, right? It has to go on this pattern. But sideways, moving sideways is always very dangerous. You have to observe this and you have to note this. So there is a great possibility, there is a great probability that the market may come on the downside, and this is not the case. This is not only for this. This doesn't apply only for Nifty. If you see the Banknifty chart, also same pattern is being formed. There is a head and shoulder pattern. So if you see, this is the left shoulder, this is the head area, and we will come towards this resistance level of around 44,000. Then we will touch maybe lifetime high of 46,500, and eventually we will come down. So that is what is my perspective in terms of Nifty and Banknifty. And if you see the Sensex chart, or if you see the mid cap I wouldn't say, you can see the Nifty chart also, same pattern is applied, right? So if you see, there is the same kind of somewhat kind of same pattern in Nifty also, and if we see the Sensex also, Sensex also maybe kind of same pattern. So all the indices, whether it is Nifty, Banknifty or Sensex or mid cap is a whole different thing. We'll talk about that in a different video. Sensex or any other Nifty, this head and shoulder pattern is forming. So we are having a sideways move. We are having a sideways move. You have to remember this. We are having a sideways move. So the market can go on the higher side or the market can go on the higher side. Whether it is going on the higher side or it is not going on the downside, it really depends on news. We will have to have a really positive news for the markets to go on the higher side. What is the positive news we have? We are not having any positive news. And in terms of news, I can tell you everything in social media is inflated, and I can tell you don't believe in this Indian media particularly, because newses here are inflated, right? So whether it is balance sheet or whether it is company P&L or whether it is something else, it is all inflated and it is all manipulated or it is just escalated. So just be careful. We might see on the we might go on the, what I think is we might go on the downside, but I'm not going to say market is going to crash. We might see some downward trajectory. So market has moved steeply in terms of Sensex from 58,000, we have touched 67,000. So that's a really good bull rally. Or even if you see Nifty has moved from where? Let's say Nifty has moved from, if you see here, Nifty has moved from around 18,000 levels to around 20,200 levels. So that's a great bull run, right? So you will have to have some retracement. Then only market is a good market. You cannot expect the market to keep on moving in one direction. So you will have to have a retracement. Then market moves on the higher side. That is going to be really good. And in terms of US market, these buckles are Dow Jones is in a green. In fact, Dow Jones is up by 0.25%. The big thing is Nasdaq. If you see here, Nasdaq is up by almost more than 1%. So that's a positive news, right? But what I can say is we'll have to wait for US markets to close and we will have to see what is happening, because opening is not very important. Closing is very important in terms of US market. That is what I can say. And in terms of our P&L, we made a loss of around 12.2k. That's really bad. We were in a good profit. We were in a good profit till 3 p.m. After 3 p.m., what happened? There was a big move in Sensex. Today there was two expiries, which is mid cap expiry and Sensex expiry. We opted to go for Sensex expiry, and it kind of screwed us. This 3 p.m. move, right? This 3 p.m. move, this candle, if you see, from 66,000, I didn't expect Sensex to move below 66,000. So if you see the open interest, this is the OI pulse. This is the open interest of Sensex. There was a huge put writing at 66,000. We believe that 66,000 is not going to be taken out. This 66,000 will not be taken out, and we had some puts. And what happened is, once around 3 p.m., this one candle blew up the account, and we ended up in a loss of around 12.2k. But that's okay. Overall, if you see on an overall monthly basis, we are in a profit only. So if you see here, we made a profit of around 4.61%. In this September series alone, there was 19 sessions, and out of 19 sessions, we were lost only in 5 sessions. So 74% of the time we were in good profit. 29th of September, that is today, we made a loss of around 12k. Then 25th of September, we made a loss of around 7k. Then 12th of September, we made a loss of 16k. Then for 7th of September, we made a loss of around 45k. 6th of September, we made a loss of around 6.1k. So apart from all these ways, we were in good profit only, and charges alone is around 37k. And this charges, if you ask me, it is going to come back to us only because I am also a broker. So all the charges, whatever I have paid out of this 37,000, maybe 20,000 will be coming back to me, and we will be in a profit of maybe around 4% this month. So that's a good return in terms of monthly return, because if you know, this month was very volatile, and this month was we saw, in spite of India VIX, if you see, India VIX was very low, and in spite of India VIX being very low, today also India VIX dropped by around how much? Around 10.69%. In spite of India VIX being very low, we saw market making two-way, three-way moves, right? So that was there were literally no premiums at all. So we had to do lots of things to make money. It was very hard to make money in this market, particularly in the month of September. So we'll see how things span out in the month of October. I hope October is going to be a very smooth month, and I hope I have summarized everything. I'll see you in yet another video, and you can expect daily videos in this channel going forward. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in yet another video. Till then, take care. Bye.